I'm Jamison Manwaring, co-founder and CEO of Neighborhood Ventures, and I'm excited to announce our latest offering, the Arizona Multifamily Opportunistic Fund. We're launching the Opportunistic Fund because over the past few months, we began to see some great opportunities when it comes to buying apartment buildings at a discount. Several of these buildings have been renovated, others are in the tail end of their renovation, and we're seeing discounts around 30% to their intrinsic value. The first was a building in a great area of Phoenix. It had been fully renovated and was fully leased to qualified tenants. But the owner's loan was coming due and they weren't in a position to be able to refinance it. They initially were offering the building at $9 million. They lowered it, and finally a buyer who had cash was able to purchase the building for $6.8 million. So we're starting to see some really great deals out there, but we have to be able to act fast, have some dry powder available to go buy these properties when they come available. We're also beginning to see some great deals coming from banks. There are trillions of dollars of commercial real estate debt coming due over the next few years, and we're already beginning to see some of these opportunities come back to us. As banks foreclose on assets, they want to sell those pretty quickly to new buyers, and typically at 30% or better discounts. We expect to see more of these deals going forward.
I'm the president of real estate for Neighborhood Ventures, and I'm also the founder of a company called ABI Multifamily. It's the largest multifamily brokerage company in the Southwest US. I've been in real estate, specifically multifamily, for over 35 years. And to put in perspective, last year, ABI Multifamily closed over 90 transactions in a market that had not many more than 90 transactions. One of the best things about having both Neighborhood Ventures and ABI on the same floor of the same building is that we have a lot of interaction. And that's good because we get to understand more about the market. And then on the other side, Neighborhood Ventures gets to look at some of the properties that some of our 18 brokers dig up at ABI Multifamily. Because we're a very active buyer, because we know what we're doing for Neighborhood Ventures, because our brokers trust that we can execute on the purchase of properties, they want to come to us first to show deals, even if they're not on the market. So what are distressed assets? Distressed assets are properties that are in trouble. Now that's because they can have a loan coming due. That could be because they're not cash flowing enough to cover debt service or blew through a budget that they were using for renovation on the property. Going on 2 years now of high interest rates, and some of these owners had the ability to float their properties, but I would say on small to mid-sized properties, we're starting to see those properties run out of steam and owners running out of equity to solve their problems.
So beginning in 1980 until now, the cost of buying a home and renting tend to go together. Sometimes there's events that create a short-term disparity, but over time they tend to run together and come at parity. Where we're sitting at today, the cost of buying a home is over 50% more than the cost of renting.
Right now, we're starting to see the failure of a certain number of properties in the multifamily segment, and mostly under 100 unit assets. This isn't widespread across the market, but we're seeing specific assets that the owners or the partnership are not running effectively. They've been underwater for a while, and they're now starting to give up on the properties. So for us, this is the best time to start picking up these properties. Neighborhood Ventures has got some unique skill sets right now. We can manage your properties, which we didn't have before. We can definitely renovate them, and we certainly know how to buy them. We know the assets really well. It's just a matter of figuring out what the problems are and repositioning them and buying them today at a discount to what we would have bought them at without the competition we would have had in any other market.
One of the reasons there's a big difference between the cost of renting and buying a home today is because over the last few years, there have been a lot of new apartments constructed and have come on the market. So it's giving renters a lot more choices and supply to meet the demands of the market. But as we look out over the next few years, the number of construction projects that are planned has gone down dramatically. And so we expect over the next 1 to 4 years, rents will start to really move up, and that the cost of renting and the cost of buying will come much closer together.
So Neighborhood Ventures has a successful track record of buying assets, renovating assets, stabilizing them, and then selling them again. We've done 6 full circle cycles on properties, and we're currently managing 350 units that we own right now. Venture Residences is our managing company within Neighborhood Ventures, and it's one of the things we had to do in our companies. We needed to have that in-house. With Venture Residences in-house, we now manage our own assets, which means we have great communication between our construction management, our acquisitions, and our operations people. And that's a game changer to be able to have that in-house.
We're really excited to be launching the Arizona Multifamily Opportunistic Fund. This fund is expected to generate 15 to 20% annualized returns for investors over the 4-year term of the fund. We see this as a unique time to be able to go buy great real estate assets at a discount, and for you as investors to be able to benefit from that along with us. We hope you will support us in this fund, and we look forward to seeing you soon.